Lowell, but Greg Brown believes in him, so I think that's probably the right decision if that's where you have your most faith as a coach.
Perot slides it over for Aiden Hershuk, uses the wall and hit behind the net. Dylan Bentley picks it up for UMass Lowell. Struggling this year, Michael Hagens gets the assignment as the defenseman on this unit, along with his brother James. Gabe Perot right here throws it towards the net.
Both BC and Lowell have great power plays and penalty kills if we get to that point.
Leonard missed 5 Wednesday against UConn. Just trying to simplify and figure it out, changes some X's and O's a little bit. A lot of talent out there, but right in his shot was deflected. Good shift here by Lowell, answering the goal. Cressa, and Jacob Fowler finds that clean. His 7th appearance of the season for Nolan Joyce, who had been the extra defender at times, had been off the card early and now getting playing time with all these D's out. Leonard had one hand on the stick, still almost had a pass, and there's a buck before Lowell picks it up. I guess 2 current and 1 potential future first rounder all took a spill. Mass. James Hagens comes in, 2 against him. His shot got deflected up in the air. The result goes down as a tie for NCAA purposes in college hockey. The extra point is just for league play as Jacob Fowler makes the save.
His rankings right now
certainly would save some angry tweets or X's, whatever we're calling it now. Leonard, what a pass. Perot tried to knock it down. Kind of a little bit high on Perot as he tried to knock it towards the ice to get a shot away as Leonard fluttered a backhand.
Yeah, it looked like that one hit his knee. If that one goes to his stick blade, that's a danger.
It's won by Boston College. Eagles are on their best run at the face-off dot so far this season.
And that was a big issue early. And to correct that, I'm sure makes Greg Brown and his staff very happy because that was an Achilles heel for the first, let's say, month of the season.
There's a centering pass. Hagen's got a piece of it. It comes
right back out into the slot to his teammate who's waiting for the rebound.
That line's still out there. Michael Hagens keeps it in, got it to James in his skates. Still gets it back here as he cycles away as the Eagles have been able to change defensive pairings with this forward group on for a long time and generating quite a bit. A Perot pinned in. And now Lieber Nemec got it to Anderson. Plays it across. Quick shot, a stick save. They've been pinned in here for a while. The Eagles were able to complete that change. Gotten it to center a few times with a good example like right here where they can't get off the ice.
Yeah, it allows BC to reload, refresh, and it makes a lot of tired legs for the Riverhawks out there on the defensive side.
They did get Brandon on, just one defensive change though, as Leonard in the high slot taking off the puck. Perot back on it. For Leonard, he waits, sets up. Here's James Hagens. Off the wall, tough angle with Leonard.
Based on maturity. And physical maturity. You're Boston College, you're recruiting based on skill and their ability. If you're not going to get those players if you're Lowell, go after guys with experience, and that is what Norm Bazin has done here.
That pass from Perot hit a stick, but the Eagles are still moving. Michael Hagens comes through Leonard. Oh, leaves it for Hagens. In with a burst of speed and behind for Ryan Leonard. Gives it back Michael Hagens across Perot, trying to slap pass that was blocked by Schweikart, and that will do in period number 1. It was a high shot game the other day. 35 apiece. A game that went to overtime, and UMass Lowell took the extra Hockey East point in a shootout. Here is Manetian. Power play time expires. Stiga, again, playing defense today, gets the pass away to Leonard. And
play pucks below the goal line. That needs to be more of an objective here in the second.
Wow, Fowler puts his mask down and knocks it in.
This looks like such an easy play here, but then Parks, we've heard a lot about his ability to shoot the puck, literally and figuratively, by Fowler.
You see that Iron Man on top of Fowler's mask. He told us that one of his early masks when he was in juniors had Iron Man on it, and it's just kind of stuck, so he's kept it with every mask that he's designed. That's a pretty cool one that he's got. For most wins by a freshman goaltender in college hockey history last year, 32 of them helping Boston College.
Induction. Probably should have been there when Jerry York was put in, didn't go, and that was, I still regret that to this day. But it's one of those things that they really do a service of celebrating American hockey for one unbelievable night every December.
Dylan Bentley nearly got through there before Fortescue recycles. I also like that Derek Schooley's still head coach, not just your podcast host.
You weren't
nearly a chance there off a face-off win. Scout Truman tried to take it to the net. Fowler is usually pretty good with his stick. Now, potentially with numbers, as Hagens goes wide with it. Leaves it for Gabe Perreault. Lost the handle on it just momentarily. Ben Meehan with a good
winning the loose pucks in the corner.
Now they just for Lowell, and it's Truman looking for a tip in front that ended up behind the net. Chris Delaney with some space from the dot, tried to center a pass. It's knocked down. Gasso couldn't quite get it out. It was on the line, but did not clear. Delaney throws it back up top. Anderson walks in, plays it to the near side. Bonazzoni scores!
Was any room to put this puck, but once it gets across...
Fowler actually got knocked down there, Jimmy, and then did reestablish himself, though.
Yeah, great keeping at the point right there, and then a nice pass over to... out of room to put that puck. Fowler did get knocked down, but it was well as reestablished. They didn't call a penalty on the play, so had nothing to do with the goal scoring. But what? We featured him in the open. Mirko Bonazzoni, I mean, this is... what a start he has had to his career here with the Riverhawks.
5 goals on the season, 3 of them over the last 2 games. Fortescue towards the net looking for Perreault on a tip, and it ended up missing high. Eagles trying to respond quickly, bouncing puck, and passing that puck are probably less than most, but he kind of gives up that lane like you're somewhat taught to. There's a follow-up by Krasa.
So Lowell, they've had a good period here. They now trail by a goal again. Can they find a way to kill this one off and make this a 1-goal game going to the third?
Leonard plays it over for Hagens. Yeah, big moment for BC, who has a power play goal today. It came from the second group. It's the first group on there right now. Again, down Powell, as Michael Hagens is out there. Gives it for Hagens. James Hagens now for Gasso. Hit his own man. Leonard Powell, the guy who's the defenseman on the second power play unit, has traditionally been Gustafsson, who's also out today. So that's why it's Michael Hagens. Leonard comes in onside. Leonard crosses with Perreault, then gives it to him. Right back, Hagens!
It's the same tick-tack toe passing here for Boston College. Attacking the net, finding the good place, but you have 2 get sucked to one side defensively for the Riverhawks, and then just a great pass back to James Hagens in the slot, wide open, and another big power play goal for this Eagles team.
For the man that was projected by most coming into the season to be the #1 overall pick in the upcoming NHL draft. That one squirts free. Anderson's try goes!
To the net. I guarantee that is a conversation that was had as soon as that puck gets toward the point. There was no doubt that Nick Anderson, it gets under Nemich's stick, but then once it gets out to Nick Anderson, what do you have in front? Tons of traffic. Players from one team is a significant number.
Hagens gives it to his brother. We've seen a little bit more today of Michael and James on the ice at the same time, just because of the way the rotations are a little bit different with the D pairs and the forwards because of some of the injuries, and you see that instant chemistry. Hagens stops, throws it across, and actually got to Perreault before it knocked off his skate and ended up at the boards behind the net. 3-2 Boston College lead. Scout Truman comes in, and a glove save by Fowler. Delaney plays it in on a backhand. Made mention of it earlier. Chris Delaney, the first year from just down the road here in Hopkinton, Mass. What a start to the year. Had 5 goals and 2 assists in his first 6 college games. Nearly turned it over there and had a chance before it squirts out to Perreault. Hasn't scored as much recently, but someone that, again, Norme Zen mentioned, freshman. We'll see how long it takes him to get going, and he was off to a wonderful start And that's the thing with this Lowell, because for the last 7 games, as we told you, they've scored just 1 power play goal. They're still averaging nearly 2.7 a game. Anderson tried to come right to the net, made contact with Fowler after. Badazzoni in deep, has Cole in front. Cycles to me and winds up with a tip in front. Cole did get a piece, but it missed wide. Truman now right to the net. Fowler's got his pad in a good spot. Good shift here for Lowell, their best of the period. Meehan for Badazzoni. As a goal already spins and turns, it nearly ended up deflected. Boy, that whole sequence for Lowell, what an answer. But now it's Hagens back the other way, trying to get it across, got it back, then throws it a good stick by Benny. Askew gets the block this time on Brandon. And Oscar Jelvik is out front. Jelvik right to the net, and a
Counter.
Meehan, it's right down Comab, leaves it behind. Oh, big save by Fowler. Big rebound there as well.
Chances at both ends of the ice here. But then Lowell, they head the other way. Ben Meehan drops that puck off. Looks so innocent. But when you get that shot placed so that it makes the goal, it's been a long time.
It's December 1st, 2023 against Northeastern. Lowell trying to break that. As remarkable as that is, I mean, starting the year 5-0 on the road might be equally
That's really
impressive from what Lowell. That includes a win at Aganis, as we've talked about. Oh, here's Perreault. Can he win the race? Gabe Perreault got there first. Perreault sets up Stiga, who lost the handle on it. Remember, Stiga's out there defensively. Boston College down a few guys. And he's big Friday without a goal in the 3rd period to this point. Meehan stops it. Got it over to Cole. He rips one and a kick save. Fowler on Eddie. He deflected it, so no icing. Eddie stops it on the Nashers, but Manetian got right to him quickly. At Boston College on possession, under 3 to go. Dangerous pass through the middle. Cole trying to turn things back the other way. Just the one shot in this sequence so far that Fowler stopped. Here is Leonard. 2:25 to go, and enough time's gone by. Now we got to start to look at the Lowell goaltender.
This is a situation we've played.
Somebody gave Hershuk a stick, and now Fowler sends it down the length of the ice, but Johnson is right there.
That had the angle. If it had gotten past Johnson.
To go. Is there one more chance? It rolls in. Fowler swipes it away, and Boston...